Welcome to a night of total terror.
No way to treat you records, is it?
Right, okay, the world has been overrun by zombies, but the show's got to go on, so we've actually had to change locations from the normal shed, and we are now in the bunker shed.
Are we secure?
Yeah, we're secure, the door's shut.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to broadcast?
Yeah, it's on.
We're up, we're live.
Cool, right, okay.
Hi, welcome to the bunker shed.
Yeah, the bunker shed. This isn't the normal shed, this is the bunker shed. No, the world has been dominated by the undead. Yeah. And, yes, well, yeah, it's no normal show. We don't know if anybody's watching out there. But
we don't know if anybody ever does.
No, I don't think they do. But anyway, either way, we can't stop what we're doing, so we're going to go forward and actually do a show anyway. And fittingly, we have the music from Day of the Dead. This is from the George A. Romero film, music by John Harrison. You may remember this from the film. Brilliant, I thought. I used to love that film. Yeah. So
Chris kept this in the bunker shed for such occasion.
Yes, that's right. I do have a whole host of things that do help in case of a zombie apocalypse. And
10,000 Records is one of them.
10,000 Records, all to do with zombies. So there you go. Luckily, we did have the bunker shed ready, really.
Yeah. It's a nice track.
Well, the beginning's brilliant. It goes a little bit 80s, but hey, never mind. Yeah. But yes, we will be going to some more atmospheric sort of music to actually fit with what has happened.
Yeah, and we do have a bit of a guest this week as well. It may be our last guest ever, but he's an important guest, especially in the situation that's going on out there in the world at the moment.
Yes, very much so.
And a big record lover.
Apparently so. I mean, I don't understand a word that he's saying, but Brad actually speaks zombie.
So I mean, you'll learn more about our actual roles in day-to-day life as opposed to just our shed life as the show goes on today.
Yeah, no one was ever really meant to know, but because of what's happened, there you go. Anyway, let's get rid of this and go to something else.
Levez-vous, jeunes hommes des temps nouveaux.
That translates, Chris?
The Book of the Shed.
Faites contre les mercenaires de l'ignorance.
Yes, it does.
Car il en est dans notre camp, à la cour et à l'université, qui, s'il le pouvait,
yes, this is Docteur Faust by Igor Waitkovich. Even when there's a zombie apocalypse going on, we do love a few beats in the shed.
Yeah, if it's the end of the world, you may as well play a few records.
You may as well. And this is a very rare album from 1972, but this is actually a very nice repress recently on Favni Gina, or something like that. Yeah. And so there you go.
In Chris's army garb, he may start marching to these drums.
Yeah, totally, quite a creepy little album, this. They're very nice. So
The original goes for a few bob.
Oh yeah, it goes for hundreds, I think. So hence why I had to pick up a nice repress. If I'd have known there would have been a zombie apocalypse, I would have just gone and raided the place.
You could have just raided some stores, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice alternative version of Tubular Bells.
Yeah, there's a fair few of these, and there was one that I couldn't actually find that has got drums on it. But pretty nice this. Actually got loads of good funky stuff on this. Thing from Enter the Dragon, Bullet, French Connection, Getaway, Clue, all on here. But for the dark purposes of this evening's show, I'm going to go with this one. does sound like a bit of Alan Hawkshaw screeching away on the Hammond organ at the end of this as well. I bet we'll get there.
Might do, you never know. But it's handy that, for our purpose anyway, that the zombie apocalypse coincided with our Halloween special.
I mean, who would have known, really, you know?
Who would have known, but, you know, makes for a good show.
Yeah, That's Ray parping away on his trumpet.
Ray loves the trumpet.
He does.
Yeah, this is a good version. I'd like to hear this other version, but that you couldn't find.
I thought you got a version of Mr. Thing, but I don't know.
Well, this, I think I might have this.
I thought it was the Champ Boys,
that
Tubular Bells, yeah.
Did I get that?
So anyway,
If ever I get back to the surface, I'll take a look.
yeah.
Mr. Thing, if you're still out there, hopefully
Thanks.
you're not one of the undead, but yeah, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's got to be Alan Hawkshaw in it or something like that.
Mr. Hawkshaw, you're still out there.
Yeah.
Welcome in the bucket shed.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Yeah,
Horror can be funky too.
it certainly can. And it's helped us in these past few dark days, actually. And yes, as I said before, this is music by Nat Dove and the Devils, and this is Zombie March from the film Petey, Wheatstraw, the Devil's Son-in-Law.
Never seen it.
Yeah, no.
Best title I've heard in a long time.
Great soundtrack, actually. Never seen the film, but yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Who was the soundtrack by, sorry? Nat Dove?
Nat Dove and the Devils.
Do anything else? No.
Not that I've heard of, no. I think there is another Petey Wheatstraw album. I know that, but I don't know whether they did the soundtrack or not.
Yeah. Yep. A little bit of cold blood to warm the bloods. Like what I did there.
I thought that.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
These days, shame the world's come to an end. We might have got a job.
Yeah, you never know. Doubtful.
Unlikely. Yep. Love Lydia Pense. Love
Yeah.
Cold Blood. Cracking horn section. Interesting lyrics, because obviously it makes me think of the film Entity. I don't know if any of you ever seen that.
Yeah, that was a creepy film, that was.
But it was creepy. But when I was a kid, and I like to talk about this in case my mum's watching. When I was a kid, I was quite shocked because she'd be laying on the bed, topless.
And then you'd see the hands.
You see the handprints in her bosom.
Yeah,
know,
yeah, good old Barbara Hershey.
But how did they do it?
Last night.
I've no idea.
You know, this is a long time ago. It's apparently true, isn't it?
Yeah, it's based on a true story. That's
Based on
right.
a true story, yeah. And they recreate the bedroom in that cloud.
That's right. Yeah, and they catch the spook that way.
Yeah, but how did they do it? So if anyone knows how they did it, they couldn't like clear that. What am I talking about?
I think we've had a little bit, quite a long bit of dialogue actually about Barbara Hershey's boobs being fondled by a ghost. But it's Halloween, so
Yes, it is. This is important. It's not Halloween.
Totally, yeah. But
Cracking tune.
Wicked track.
I've brought along one of my subjects in my capacity, which we'll learn about in a second. So I think we should go to the interview now. Chris, shall we go? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
To the interview, yeah, so here we go.
We have myself, Major Gibbs, and Dr. Brad McNamara of Zombinology, and also Bub. Now, as you know, we're pretty much on the run here. You know, the world has been wiped out. Stop it, Bub. We're trying to ask you some questions. So, Dr. McNamara, please enlighten our viewers.
Well, Major Gibbs, obviously our viewers have known us in our capacity as record diggers and doing the show for the last 18 months, but obviously we have day jobs and serious time. You're a major in the army. A lot of people did not know that.
No, they did not know that.
And obviously being a major in the army, you were privy to what was happening in the world at the moment before it became common knowledge. And I've been working in the Department of Zombology for the government, Bub, for some time. And once we obviously got the call yesterday that there was a problem and the outbreak was about to begin, I bought my specimen here, Bub, who most of the viewers will recognise from the Day of the Dead movies.
Yes.
Here because we knew he was the link between us curing the human race from the outbreak of the zombie plague.
Yes.
We've been working with him for some time.
And permed his hair.
We permed his hair. We gave him a facelift.
Yes.
And so what we do in the offices of zombology, sorry, I apologise, is we realise that they're just like us. They're just like us. We carry on Dr. Logan's work, and they respond. Yes. They respond to needs and loves and passions like we do, like any little boy or any little girl. And I found Bub and instantly recognised him. He was in a record shop, and he was there, and I knew he wasn't dangerous because he was just there sorting the jazz from the funk.
Amazing.
It was fascinating, and his passion for music was clearly there. It's deep down, of course, because we've had to remove the front part of his brain. There's no pain there at all, but there's clearly an active part of the brain here. So so we've had to do that, and we've started to give him records, and he responded to the records, and he loved the music, and he never takes his headphones off.
Fantastic.
And he even does artwork based on the record covers.
I would love to see some. I think the viewers need to see this because this really is a breakthrough.
This is, and the strange thing is, the concerning thing is, because obviously the zombie's still there, because the artwork is done with the brains of victims, unfortunately. Well, however, there is great work there, so there's clearly a capacity for art.
Well, I mean,
this is based on the Beatles' White Album, and it was done with the brains of a great musician. So yeah, sadly, this was somebody that suffered for this, but it's wonderful.
Well, I mean, the world has been overrun, Dr. McNamara. So some artists will have to be sacrificed.
Yeah, so we need art going forward, and perhaps it is Bub that can help.
Yeah.
This is the Zombies album cover. She's not there. You can clearly see this was done with the brains of a student.
Oh, okay.
Who was in the middle of making love to his girlfriend, so some of her brains may be there too. So, but
well, he at least went out with half a brain.
He did, yes. The following one, this is interesting. This one, this is. I wonder if you can recognise it.
That looks a little bbit like Vanilla Ice.
This is. Exactly what we think about Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And this was actually done, obviously, you have, the brains relate to the picture. This was done with the brains of a hedgehog and the piss from a squirrel. So
excellent. Well, obviously, most people in the world had been killed at this point, so that was all that was left.
This is the Herb Albert album, and obviously there's something else in him this shows, because he's left the breasts uncovered with cream in this, as opposed to what the album is. So obviously,
so there is some sexual urges in Bub.
His penis occasionally falls off. It's not funny, we shouldn't laugh, he's sensitive, he hears. He keeps it here in his pocket. It arouses him if I touch him.
Oh,
so
stop it.
We shouldn't laugh. He has sensitivities.
Yes.
It's important to treat him like a human being.
Of course.
Yeah. This one is unfortunate because yesterday at the facility, our good friend Stephen Dauncey visited us.
Serato King.
And because obviously Bub knew he was coming on the show, wanted to do something to celebrate Halloween, and he dug out, fair play to him, a rare soundtrack called Pumpkin from a film called Pumpkin by John Ottman. Never heard it.
Wow.
Heard it? Don't know what it's like. He dug it out. He made this with Mr. Dauncey's brains, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Yeah, but
never mind.
He didn't die. So some of his brains were taken away. So.
Well, that's good because his wife is expecting.
Yes. So hopefully you'll live on. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
She'll have to feed both of them. But I was a huge fan of yours, Bub, back in 1986 when the film came out. And so what have you been doing since? And how have you sort of laid under the radar?
Okay.
Right.
He's been digging records a
Wow.
lot.
Okay.
He's been DJing a lot.
Okay.
He started doing a lot of house clubs.
Oh God.
But he felt that he had a bit too much life in him for that sort of music.
Ah, right.
So yeah, and since then just travelling the world digging records.
Okay. And digging in people's heads.
He has. Unfortunately, he's been digging people's brains a bit, but I mean, we got that out of him a lot, you know.
Yeah.
He's been digging other graves, and we've been finding him on corpses. I think the sexual urge coming out again there. So he doesn't just dig records, Chris.
He digs holes.
He digs holes too. Yeah.
Okay.
And so
okay.
He's clearly.
Yeah. So is he on the phone to Joy?
He gets hungry. You can't take that from them, you know. That still exists.
We do need to put this up for the viewers. This is a Domino's pizza.
He does.
Yes.
He does get hungry, Chris. He does. Unfortunately, here in the bunker shed, there will be no pizza delivery.
No. Well, all of the pizza delivery men are indeed dead.
They probably are.
Or the undead.
They are probably the undead.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to play some of his records.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, we're gonna, play some of his stuff. He's happy to come along and play. He's perfectly harmless, Major. You can stand next to him.
Well, I have got a gun, so you know I will be taking him out if need be.
Understandable. So Bub's joining us now to play some of his tracks.
And,
Bub likes a bit of hip hop.
Yeah. He's He may not look it, but he loves it.
We like this too. This is cracking, Chris.
Yeah, this is the Arsonists and Halloween, very fitting for when this is actually going to be going out. From 1999 on Matador Records, wicked little tune. When did you pick this up, Bub?
He found it in someone's bag. He ate their brains and took their records.
Okay. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
After this, we've got another cracking bit of hip hop from our good friends Hijack.
Totally. Yes. Yeah. It's when you like a bit of Hijack, don't you, Bub?
There you go.
Yeah, totally. So from this nice wicked piece. Stop it,
Bub.
I've got a gun.
I'll take your penis away.
Anyway, so let's go to our next. You okay? All right. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, this is Bubs too. He's supporting his Kango.
Yeah, and supporting British hip hop as well.
Just because you're undead doesn't mean you're not stylish.
That's right, and we have heard that Bub is going to be going to the Four Pillars event, if it is indeed still on. Obviously, we can't confirm that at this time. Yeah, obviously, if the world isn't overrun by the undead,
keep an eye for Bub.
Then he will be at the Four Pillars event. That's right. Yeah. So
He was actually just explaining as well in between takes that we were talking earlier about the entity, and he was saying that he knew how it was done. He felt it was done with air. There you go. Bub likes. Bub likes breasts.
Yeah. He's a pervert zombie, is what he is.
He's taking a shine into Major Gibbs over here as well.
Stop it, Bub. Stop it. Okay. Look, I know that I'm in front of you, but we don't want any of that.
Anyway, back to Hijack.
Yeah. Well, this is Phantom of the Opera by Hijack. It's got to be about 22 years old now. I remember the anticipation of waiting for this album to come out was. Bub still gets anticipated, but yes, I remember it was just such a killer album, still is. So Comanche's Night is best, isn't it right, Bub? Yeah, he loves it. Totally, yeah. Definitely.
Anyway, from this we're going to go to Bub's Break of the Week.
Break of the Week.
Yeah. To the week is also a soundtrack.
Yeah, and this is one of Bub's breakbeaty soundtracks. Yes, and this is Phantasm by Fred Myrow and Malcolm Seagrave. Excellent film, excellent soundtrack. And, Bub obviously loves the drums. He's very tribal almost.
Yeah. I've noticed that.
Yeah. So you see, like pretty purdy. But so
pretty purdy.
Undead, pretty purdy.
Sorry,
okay. Anyway, but there is actually another break on this as well, isn't there, Bub? Yeah. There you go. So we're going to flick forward to Yeah, there you go. Oof.
Here we go. Yeah. Not scary, but
No.
funky.
Yeah, this is still Phantasm, and this is the Silver Sphere Disco. So there you go.
Likes a bit of disco.
He does. He does. You should see what he is wearing down below. We've actually, because we do have to we have to wash him every night.
Yeah, we do.
And
Scrub him good.
scrub him good. Exactly. He still smells. He
Stinks like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, it's terrible because he is obviously the undead and rotting still.
Gluing him back together.
That's right, but he has got a very nice pair of John Travolta disco pants on down there as well, and some rather snappy spats as well.
Yep.
Not Spats, our guest. He's not wearing Spats' head or anything like that, but no, he's actually wearing the shoes Spats. So there you go. So, anyway, yeah, nice little tune this, and so yeah, from this we're actually going to go into our theme of the week.
A night with the dead who cannot die. A night of total terror.
This is from the Dawn of the Dead. We hope we will see another dawn.
Yeah, it's not looking likely at the moment. I have to say, it's not looking good. But this is the soundtrack to the film Zombie, which is the Italian for Dawn of the Dead. Apparently, this is where it came out under. Yeah,
He wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it. It was, you were still a baby zombie when this came out. Yeah, yeah. But cracking, great film, great soundtrack.
Giorgio Romero found him on the set of Thriller.
That's right.
He was one of the, in the backline one of the zombies. He wasn't one of the main zombies. He was like a backline zombie. He didn't really have the moves down that well. But George Romero saw that he was a bit docile, took advantage of him.
Yeah. And luckily for us as well.
For us,
and some of the amazing. Some of the amazing work that Dr. McNamara has actually been doing with Bub. I mean, they actually
the future of the human race.
Well, I mean, so much so that Dr. McNamara actually does sleep with Bub as well.
I do.
Just because he gets lonely.
Bub does get lonely. Bub needs a cuddle. Bub will try and tell you otherwise, but luckily I'm the only one that understands him.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. Yeah.
What was that, Bub? I love Dr. McNamara.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
He's got a zombie brain.
If you're not all dead, then we will be back next week. If things are sorted and Chris stops laughing, we'll be back next week maybe with Oxygen and some of the guys from Soundside. Bob will be safely locked away. There you go.
Bang!
Keep safe out there.
See you next week. Hopefully.
And maybe see you next week.
Yeah, maybe. Bye.
Okay, Chris, the doors are all secured. Bub! What have I told you? What have I told you, Bub? Hey? Look what you done to him. I've got to do the show with him. But that's it, put his brains back. Put them back. Honestly.
Better.
That's better. I'll get a bandage.